disappointing my mother.
Here we go. There we go. The camera's working and the mic's working.
Good morning, round two.
Good morning with Sean and Dylan.
Sean and
Dylan
Dylan in the morning.
Dylan and Sean sounds better, but
No, my name
Sean
goes
and Dylan.
Dylan and
is better
Sean.
for my ego. So
Dylan and Sean it is. Here we are with DNS.
DNS.
Yeah.
S&D.
Does
that mean something sexually or
Oh,
a
it's
porn website or something?
With Nintendo DS.
Oh yeah. SDI. We should get a third member called Ingrid, and we can call the podcast STIs. Oh, let's call it STIs.
We should.
Or STDs, and we'll get another. No.
When's the last?
Wait, we need a T.
Have you ever had an STI?
We need a T.
When's the last time you had like an STI check? When it got like checked?
That's a very intrusive question.
You have never done it, have you?
No. Like, if you get symptoms, you gotta go.
You did. Let's just go get two STI checks, and we'll both just check them on the podcast, I guess.
Check him.
We'll just we'll both go get tested.
I remember the last time I got a sexual health test. The guy read through the list like alphabetically, like not alphabetically, but just whatever came up on the. He had a list of. They must have tested for 40 things, and that's normal. It's not just because they looked me up and down and went, "Well, let's give him the works." No, they tested me for like 40 things, and he went through the whole list, going this negative, this negative, this negative, and I actually that time got chlamydia, right? So and it was halfway down the list, so he's like this negative, this gonorrhea negative, chlamydia positive, this negative, this negative.
Wait, go back.
And I was like, what? Like. Rewind the tape.
It's not a checklist like
Is
that.
Is there a record scratch that I need, like a sound effect on my
phone? Say you don't have these, but you do have this.
Yes, right? And it was only one thing I had, so he could have just scanned that page, seen all the negatives.
He was playing...
See the one positive and then tell me about it.
He was playing bingo with your results. Yeah. Just telling like, B42.
Like I had a card and I was ticking them off. I was like, oh yes, I finally got chlamydia. I was like, yeah. But then like, and the thing is too, he's reading the rest of the list. What feels like 15 minutes, right? But it's only like another 30 seconds while he goes through the rest of the list. But I'm just going through this, going, is this one going to be positive? Is this one going to be positive? This guy's delivering all the news the same
he's not saying any other
monotone way. Like, I have no way to predict what he's going to, tell me right now. So like, yeah, he's going through the rest of the list, and I'm just going, what? And then I go, what's the deal with the fucking chlamydia thing? And the reason he just like went over it was just. It's just a nothing thing that he gave me 2 pills and he said, take this now, this later today, and then you're good. And I was like, what? Like, and he goes, oh no, it's really bad for women. It's not that bad for men. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, he goes, oh, well, men don't really have symptoms usually. Like sometimes you can get 1 or 2 symptoms, but they don't usually get symptoms for chlamydia. It only shows up in your blood tests and all that kind of stuff, or urine. I think it's a urine test. I'm not sure. Don't hold me on that. Because I just gave blood and urine and they test me for a bunch of things. So I don't know how they actually do the science of it all. But, like, yeah. Like,
you gave him blood and urine in one sample?
Yeah.
You pissed blood.
Excuse me, we just wanted a urine sample. That is a urine sample.
Mixing them like a cocktail.
Yeah. Do you want a blood sample?
We don't need to run tests. You're fucked up.
We don't need to run tests. You're broken. That's what they just say. They go, do you really want to know what's wrong with you? Or do you just want to kill yourself now? Because there's so much wrong with you. Like, that's the options they give you. What was I talking about? I was talking about the STDs and chlamydia. Yeah, and so then it tells me that it's actually really bad for women. It can make them infertile. And so I said to the guy, I was like, so wait, you're telling me there's a disease that doesn't affect men at all, but men can spread it and have it, right? And then every woman that man has sex with eventually becomes infertile. And I'm like, this is like, who invented this disease? Fuck boys? Like,
and then they got a song written about it.
Yeah.
She's got the clap. But they had to change it.
That's why it's called the clap. Yeah, because the guys want to be applauded for this, like, going around doing.
Oh, that was
doing
that
like
was
God's bidding.
Christian's joke.
What's Christian's joke?
You've been diagnosed with a clap so many times, it's diagnosed as a round of applause.
Oh, yeah, that's just a terrible pun.
Funny.
No, but it'd be funny if, like, the guy was doing God's work, and that's why they called it the clap, because they just wanted to give him applause.
It's called God's disease.
He's just got the clap a lot because he's gross. What were we going to talk? We talked about last night that we should...
The Magic Mike movie.
Magic Mike movie. Yeah. Dylan loves Magic Mike.
No, Sean randomly brings up
loves
Magic Mike.
Magic
Like,
Mike.
have you seen Magic Mike? We should totally
Channing
watch
Tatum.
that right now. Hey,
He has a poster of him on his roof. That's why, so he can look at him
if I had
while he masturbates.
If I had a Channing Tatum poster, it would be on my roof. Don't bring up things I don't have that I really do want. I fucking love Channing Tatum.
Yeah, so we were
Channing
thinking,
Take Young.
I asked you, it came up on the streaming service thing, and I was like, do you want to watch Magic Mike? And you were like, hell yeah, I
came up and he
froth over that.
suggested.
I froth over those guys. That's what you said to me. I remember very clearly, word for word.
Way to
But
make fun of someone homophobic.
other than,
Homophobic
I'm not
remarks.
homophobic. I'm very
That is-
accepting of you.
that is-
I'm so accepting of you. I let you move into my house. If I was homophobic,
I could pull up your house.
I wouldn't want to hang out with you, you faggot.
6 months ago, if you let me move into your house, I would have been living in your car with you.
Yeah, exactly. I was living in my car 6 months ago. Oh my god, that's another story. But we were thinking I've never seen Magic Mike.
No, I've never seen it.
Not from lack of trying. Like the universe just doesn't want me to see.
Isn't it like 3 of them?
Yeah. Oh, they asked for my ID when I went to the cinema. They were like, no, this is male. You can't come in here.
I need to see Magic Mike. I live it.
No, yeah, Magic Mike. But do you know what the storyline is? Because there's a 2 movie. So I am assuming there's more plot. There's enough plot to lead you to the second movie.
I'm assuming it's like, just like those old 2000 movies of a
I
young man trying to live his dreams.
What I can remember about he was making furniture, but he wants to be a stripper, or he is a stripper and he wants to make furniture.
I'm hoping it starts off like that.
And if he strips
Ugly
enough,
movie.
he can get the materials to make his tables or something. Is that the storyline? I'm piecing that together from the trailer that I watched probably 3 years ago.
So he has to use his wood to be able to develop wood.
Hey.
I was hoping it started off like Coyote Ugly, where he's working in. He's just a really ripped dude working in some small town. Like, I'm gonna save up some money, move to the big city, and finally live
It's
my
like
dream.
my
of being a
biography,
stripper.
I think you're saying.
Is his dreams?
Is Magic Mike about me? Did I need to sue someone?
Mainly just the plotline of someone dreaming of being a stripper. Yes, that part is close to you.
So-
Looking like Channing Tatum, nowhere near.
Then he needs money for the community centre to be closed down soon or something, right?
Is it a heartfelt stripping movie about?
He has to find 4 other strippers to get together to put on a show to make enough money to save the community centre that his nan goes to and plays bingo. Is that the storyline? I know, I'm just making this up.
Oh man, I was hoping that
What
was
do you think the storyline
I
is?
really was hoping it was a heartfelt story about a poor group of strippers that need to save a community
You know
centre.
what's so funny? They need to save a community centre because that's where they practice stripping.
Please tell me one of the
then
characters shows up in like a leather jacket and he used to strip and he's like, we need your expertise. He's like, I can't do it.
I can't do it anymore.
I can't bring that
I'm
body
too
out.
old, but you're 45.
You can't bring me back
Too
into
old
the
for
game.
stripping. I can't do it. I'm 45.
It's not like he even have the moves anymore, and then he just drops into it. Does that fucking
And then
that worm when he comes up.
But then in the final, because there's a competition, of course, where the male strippers fight against the other male strippers in a male stripper dance-off. This either happens in the street before the final show, and then one of them gets injured stripping, and it's the old guy, and then they have to replace the old guy. But the coach comes in. He's 46. He's way too old, right? But he's like, I can do this, and it's Joe Manganiello. Is that the plot? I don't know.
That's exactly who I was picturing.
If you've
shows up
seen the
in leather
movie,
jacket.
this must be very frustrating for you. Like hearing all the ways it could have went, and could have been so much better.
I reckon if someone sold that movie as like, I have 4 really attractive men and I'm going to make them take their shirts off. And someone was like, done.
Yeah. Oh no, Channing Tatum. I remember this story. I read an article. He
feel Sean's watched
he
the
wrote
movie.
it. He wrote it. Like, no, I'm a big fan of Channing Tatum, but I haven't seen this. I haven't seen it. I should watch it. We should watch it today. Magic Mike, and then follow it up with Magic Mike 2, and give you a review.
Yeah, let's watch Magic Mike tonight.
I think it's funny to do like Magic Mike first, like after we just try to guess the plot of a movie that we've never seen before. Maybe that's the podcast. We guess the plot of a movie we've never seen before, then we watch the movie and figure out how wrong we are.
Son, you're going to work in a factory just like me. No, Dad.
No, Dad, I'm going to take my nipples out in front of drunken women.
Dad, I was born like this, not like you.
I was born in my birthday suit, and I'll get stripped down in my birthday
It's just a completely ripped family, but the dad works just a welder or something.
These muscles are for making money, not showing off.
Just the dad and the mum standing there like this.
Why can't it be both? Why can't we show
Our
off?
family was blessed with beautiful genetics. Dad, I want to show them off. I want to be like Grandpa. Your grandpa was ashamed of this family.
So you're enjoying being in the house? You've moved into the house?
It's been fun so far.
Yeah. I don't know how much information to tell people about our lives. Do they even give a fuck?
No one's watching this.
When I listen to podcasts, I don't care where you're going, where you've been. I just talk. And talk about the thing I like.
Just talk about
the thing I like.
Talk about where you come from, where you go, where you come from, Cotton Eye Joe.
Oh man, you should have been in radio. That fucking horrible pun.
Beautiful
song
pun?
title pun.
That beautiful pun that I just made about.
There used to be a guy in radio that loved that.
Oh man, I love.
Yeah.
If you say the words to a song,
he would have been like,
I
went and put. I found a jukebox the other day, and I put a 10-cent coin in. It was an old one, and I tried to play some Nickelback songs, and it just gave me my coin back. So I guess I did get Nickelback.
That doesn't even work.
I don't know. I'm just trying to like that's the puns he would do. I used to roll my eyes every time.
I just like that's the pun you thought he
it
would
was
do.
so
That's
bad.
just a pun you came up with, and it was bad.
I just came up with it almost.
And it was terrible.
Come on, nickel. The jukebox.
He put a 10-cent coin in and got a nickel.
I was trying to think of what a nickel was, like on the fly.
Is
I'm
a
like,
nickel 10 cents?
Is nickel 10 cents or is it quarter? No,
Quarter's 25 cents. What's a quarter? What's a quarter of something?
What's a quarter of something?
Yeah.
You
25%.
can't ask that question.
25%.
That's just saying, what's another way to say a quarter of something?
A quarter of something is 25%.
But you said, what's
so
a quarter of something? A quarter of something is a quarter of
A
something.
quarter would be 25
You're
cents.
like,
If a quarter of something is
what
25.
What is this flower?
If a
It's
quarter of
fucking
something is
flower.
25, then a quarter will be 25 cents.
What is this
it
unicorn?
Makes sense.
It's a unicorn. It's not a question. What is a quarter? A quarter is a quarter. What is a quarter of something? A quarter is a quarter of
A quarter
that
of something is 25.
You're just asking me to say it in a different way.
No.
Like, but that question is...
I'm intelligently smart. Oh, that was redundant. Damn.
Yeah.
I'm not intelligently smart. You suck it on your robot dicks.
I am. Well, this is our morning podcast. I think this is good. This is the routine we're getting into. We're doing the podcasting thing. It doesn't have to be too long. I think.
Doesn't have to be good.
Doesn't have to be good. It's not good. So yeah, it's just not. Yeah, let us know what you think about it.
Sean looks like shit in the morning, so I agree we should do this in the mornings.
Oh yeah.
Take away his vanity.
Oh yeah, there's no vanity. I don't know if we're doing video or audio. We're trying both.
Maybe we got to switch sides though, because my beautiful thick hair is like there's no light behind it. Where your wispy greys are just like all that sun coming through. Is you look like you got no hair right now. It makes
like
it disappear.
Two-Face.
It's just so thin and wispy.
Yeah,
like thin, wispy, and dying.
You got a lot darker hair than me. It's a lot more grey hair.
It's dark and thick and beautiful, but yours is like thin and wispy and dying. And
yeah, except for that receding hairline.
It's your
old cunt.
That's just a big forehead. I got Vegeta's.
It's for headbutt.
That's Vegeta's. Look. Oh, I was.
All right, I reckon we'll leave it there.
Good old.
I think that's
15
just do
podcast.
short, sharp, quality over quantity, but also quantity because we'll do it every day. All right. This has been Sean and Dylan.
Alright, we're watching Maggie Mike today.
Dylan and Sean. Matt watching Maggie Mike? Yeah.
Well,
Yep, alright. Sounds good. Bye.